Carcamo? Nick,
Carcamo.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
You say it 3 times fast. I'm going to brutalize that name later on. But he'll be fighting El Chino, which basically, literally translated, is the Chinese guy. It is what it is. I don't even have coming from a boxing background. You don't see a lot of guys throwing what, technically boxing, in boxing circles you would say there's a lot of technically sound punches. There's not a lot of guys who throw a jab, set things up with a jab, follow up with a right hand down the middle or a hook or anything like that. You tend to see a lot of what we'll see if things change with this belt, but it's something that I always look for again from a boxing background. You see guys who are very strong martial arts wise in terms of using their feet very well, striking
Put
with
the
their feet.
software to its test. Let's make your wagers. Our fourth bout of the evening for the Central American Super Middleweight title. The challenger in the red corner, weighing in at 165 pounds, at a plus 140 underdog, with a record of 10 wins, 6 losses. The current Costa Rican kickboxing national champion, representing Kempo Karate, Jonathan Vega. And the champion in the blue corner, weighing in at 163 pounds, from Santa Tecla, El Salvador, representing the Salvadorian Kickboxing Federation, Wilmer Fernandez. 5 rounds.
Wilmer Fernandez there in the blue corner being introduced. Again, he is 5-0-2 against Jonathan Vega, 10-6 kickboxing. Now, Nick, this being a championship bout, I believe this is a 5-round bout, not like the 3-rounders we've seen so far.
Again, both these guys have plenty of experience in the ring, so it should be an awesome fight ahead of us here.
Yeah. Our referee, Arturo Parra, gets tons of experience as well. He's been in there for every fight so far. I think he'll probably be around for everyone tonight.
I'll tell you what, I'm fine with that. He's a great referee. He's really does a good job every time out.
Jonathan Vega starts out very well with the kicks. Again, that's Vega, Costa Rican product, in the yellow trunks, and Wilmer Fernandez in the blue. Whoa. Lightning fast counter punch by Wilmer Fernandez. Blocked Jonathan Vega. Vega seems to have his wits about him. I don't think he's anything more than stunned, but he's ready to go. But wow, talk about a flash knockdown. That was a very fast punch by Wilmer Fernandez. We see why he has yet to lose.
Fernandez looks like he smells blood. He's going for it.
Vega doing a decent job in close there, tying his opponent up. And Fernandez continues to stalk.
Again, we've seen Vega fight a few times, so we know that he's just not going to sit there and
Vega
just
does
get
a
walked
good
over.
job to discourage Wilmer Fernandez, and Fernandez looked very determined that first round. Very good round for him.
Yeah, without a doubt. He looks sharp. He's stalking Vega. Looks to be both these guys are in pretty good shape. Vega choosing to stand instead of sit on the stool. Fernandez going to
We're right beside the Wilmer Fernandez corner here, so we're kind of at liberty to interpret what his corner is telling him. And in the break between rounds 1 and 2, he's telling his fighter, look at Jonathan Vega's midsection. He's soft. Go to the body. Go to the body. We'll see if Wilmer Fernandez follows that advice or not. I want to mention, you see Jonathan Vega's tape loose on his right glove. Looks like that's going to be a problem, throughout the night. And in boxing circles, they say a lot of commissions are suggesting or recommending the use of electrician's tape because it takes in the moisture very well and doesn't fall apart like the tape these guys are using here tonight. And again, I think you're seeing Wilmer Fernandez, his gloves actually starting to lose a little bit of tape as well. Round 2 is scheduled for 5. Wilmer Fernandez in the blue trunks against Jonathan Vega in the yellow. Vega from Costa Rica. Fernandez on the body. Wow.
Vega needs to get out of there. He needs to get out of there.
Looks like we're getting a standing 8 count there. There was at least 3 consecutive left hooks to the liver of Jonathan Vega. And I tell you, those hurt. They can kind of freeze your legs. Jonathan Vega just didn't have legs
you know what? It's going to be hard getting out of that corner. He took some devastating body shots.
He's not moving too well. His legs just don't seem to be.
His right leg just collapsed up. Yeah, he almost collapsed right there.
Looks like he's going to go. It looks like he was looking to lean back on the corner so he can get some leverage on those kicks. But around there, I wanted to look for the gentleman in charge here, see if we could find someone with electrical tape. They've got tape all over the place, wires running all over the place here. Every fight we've had so far, there's been an issue with tape coming loose on the fighters' gloves. It is dangerous for the fighters, and it also causes a stop in the action. So in order to try and avoid that, we're going to see if we can find some electrician's tape. We'll start off on that end. Just delaying the start to round 3 here. Wilmer Fernandez from Honduras, in my books, has a 2-1 lead over Jonathan Vega. Vega coming out, letting his hands go.
Yeah, both fighters just kind of swinging, mixing it up. Not too bad, though. I mean, pretty clean punches, good technique exhibited by Fernandez, mixing it up.
Fernandez using the uppercut inside effectively. He's looking to land that as he sees Vega leaning in. Recommendation, I'd suggest you go back to that body again.
Fans applauding that spin kick effort there by Vega.
Again, we've seen Vega fight before, and he does come to fight. He may not look like a tough customer, but he definitely has his heart in the fight. Not a whole lot landing right there.
Vega looking at his corner, shaking his head no.
Again, Fernandez went to the body fairly effectively there, and Vega, maybe is a bit softer on the midsection. He's got the heart of a fighter, though, and again, looking for that spin kick. Nice counter hook landing by Vega there, but Fernandez is being a little more brazier. See, that's the spot where just right before I could say it, I was going to suggest that's not a spot where Vega wants to be. He's going to lay against the rope and cover up. He can only cover up one of 2, and he scored a standing 8 count in the second round.
Still champion, Wilmer, El Guapo, Fernandez. El Guapo, Fernandez.
Wilmer Fernandez, who goes by the nickname of El Guapo. That means the handsome one. We'll leave that for you ladies watching out there to interpret whether he is or isn't. But nonetheless, there's no disputing the fact that he is still the Central American middleweight champion. The replay on your screen there, you see the beginning of the end there, as Jonathan Vega was basically just covering up and taking shots everywhere, up and down body and to the head. Wilmer Fernandez had nothing to defend, so he just let his hands go and got the TKO victory in the 3rd round over